Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Allegro Africa podcast. This is a special and a new segment that I'm introducing to you. Before we figure out what the name of the segment is, I want to introduce to you a brother of mine, a friend of mine, an ex-schoolmate. Ex-schoolmate. Ex-schoolmate, ex-brother. Ex-schoolmate of mine was a senior, went to university together, DJed together, radio personality and DJ, Mr Beekay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, or should he hit the table?
Yeah,
man?
drum roll.
I was expecting a drum from you, man. Like I'm going to the Allegro podcast. You cannot be on Allegro. You cannot be on Allegro's podcast and not have a drum. You know, because we don't blow horns here. We put up drums, man. You know, because some I'm a born again Christian.
Okay.
So whenever the preacher is preaching, there's always someone saying, "Amen."
Okay.
That's a church language.
Yeah.
Preach it. Say it.
Yeah.
So when I hear it, so when I hear you have to go
Think about it.
So I'm expecting drums, bro. I'm expecting bongo. I'm expecting the craziness. You know what I mean? It's like guess what?
You know what I mean?
It's like you cannot go to Joburg and not see a Nyaupe person. Like you're like, which Joburg is this one? You know what I'm saying?
So
they do that on time. If you don't understand, it's on Bluetooth, they wake up around 6 a.m.
Okay.
The one who was more high last night, Bansa Madi with the syringe, ne? And then you insert it to yours. They believe, or if I take a sample of your blood and mix it with mine, automatically the level of drugs in your blood will get me high. If it's a Bluetooth, they do it every morning. Driving in the morning in Pretoria, CBD Joburg, it's even, they call it Bluetooth. You know what I mean? So as I was saying, man, you cannot go to Swaziland, you know?
Swaziland, what do you expect in Swaziland?
And not find a guy with 4 wives. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Botswana.
You cannot go to Botswana and not find quality beef.
All right. Yeah,
man.
I'm
proper
telling
one.
you.
A grade. Yeah, A grade.
Yes,
man. I was there first time I was like, okay. And that was in 2000. We went to Botswana. Did you go to Botswana? We went to Botswana in 2008 or 9.
Yeah, Varsity Games.
Yes. Which means we went to Varsity. Oh. Not inter-college. Anyway, thanks for having me, man. It's good that I'm here. I feel hope. But there's people. I was telling one of your producers, one of your managers, one of your people already, I have a problem. It's not a problem. I have a challenge. With people who went to EMs.
Okay.
On social media, Bangwazi went to NAL, studied at NAL.
No, they even in conversation much a while.
It's an affiliate. How I can NAL? Okeni EMC, which is an affiliate of NAL. I went to Lipam. It's an affiliate of NAL. I can't get NAL. You get what I mean? Anyway, it's story for another day. Bruh, EMS is EMS. NAL is NAL.
But I think EMS is better than Lipam.
There's NHTC, is an affiliate of NAL. NHTC
is an affiliate of NAL?
Of course. How's it? What are people who took longer than they should at the degree level?
Oh, I did take so long.
I was surprised with Manauri. If you spend more than 4 years at NAL, Also, fuwa just a degree also. Or fuwa a certificate of appreciation. we appreciate you. So we just captain anyway. Let's go deal. Couple shoes. Anyway, apparently you get your degree and also you get your certificate of appreciation.
This relationship,
you know, like it's
been
not
too
working
long.
anymore. It's not working anymore for me. You know what I mean? Remember, like at this strike, they would say, "Hi, sa 1918 is CCG." You are like, what? When I was born, you already here. Compare strike is at 2010.
I'm sorry, that's
I'm there like, bro, so you were here like 50 years ago. So long, man.
This segment is supposed to address issues, so he's going to bring up some issues. I want to bring up some issues, and then after this one, I'm going to need you on the comments to tell me what you think this segment should be called. I don't have to throw the ideas.
For now,
and what I have...
For now, it's a no-name drum roll.
It's just guiding.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we break in the virginity of this podcast.
Wow.
We're breaking the virginity tonight. So,
let's talk about nationally shown on the singer just before we started.
Oh, yes. Recently, there was an inauguration in South Africa.
Yeah.
President Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa.
Coalition is confirmed, right?
Yeah, it
According
is.
to what
it is, but they took it to private school. They're calling it Government of National Unity.
But okay.
Yeah.
But what are we calling
coalition anyway?
Is it Ntomo ya wefa to like Rona 7 colors?
But
so private school
what they're doing is being smart. They're brainwashing the electorate.
Okay.
The electorate give a ready.
Yeah.
Don't panic.
Votes. Yeah.
But you know, if you call it coalition, it's like lejolonyana with certain people.
Okay.
Some are excluded, some are included.
Okay.
But how a government of national unity, you are implying something they've been crying for years. Okay, let's unite as a rainbow nation. Let's unite. So now there's unity. Now you feel like I have to be part of this unity. You are one.
Yeah.
So man, it's government of national unity. The ANC, African National Congress, for the first time it lost majority since 94.
Imagine.
They went to 40%, 41%, followed by DA, Democratic Alliance, which has like 20% of the votes. And this morning I learned that the UDM, under the leadership of Bantu Holomisa, also went into the coalition, the national unity.
Holomisa couldn't stay behind,
he said he used to call them Amasela. Amasela means thieves.
Okay.
But guess what? The same guy who used to call them thieves, now he was like, maybe they are not thieves anymore. Let me cross.
You have to. I mean, sometimes when I look at ANC and DA, come on.
Yeah, like... Now it's like somebody saying, no, there's a new language here. I can't fight them from outside. Let me be with them so that I can fight them. If you are fighting them from within, don't take a salary there.
I don't think the coalition is going to work, but I wish South Africa good luck. Tell me about the inauguration.
It's going to work, man. But the inauguration, which is where we're going, there was inauguration, the president was being inaugurated. And there was a lot of head of states that were invited to attend the ceremony. Obviously, celebrities have nothing to do. They were there. We saw the Boities, I saw the Tivo Touches. We saw a whole lot of them. So remember, inauguration, it's like when there's going to be a State of the Nation address. It's like your Durban July of politics.
Yeah, okay,
if you don't know, it's like your Durban July of politics. Where we have to see now, who are you wearing?
Do we have a thing more
here?
Durban July.
In Lesotho? Nah, I don't remember. Because even our parliament, when it opens, it's just our Bakhetwa who wear ordinary suits. You know what I mean? So we need to Durban July ourselves, guys.
We need to Durban July something. Something has to be.
I was attending the under 30 Forbes event in Botswana 3 weeks ago. I went there, Kili Musutu. Musutu means golf shirt, gym. When I got there, yo. Anyway, so the inauguration was taking place, Union Buildings in Pretoria.
Yeah.
And amongst all the dignitaries that were there, people who were wearing all sorts of names. Your Joachims, your Scores, your Hapatis, you know what I mean? Her Majesty Queen Masenati. Times Live, it's one of the prominent media houses or newspapers in SA.
Yeah.
They gave her an award of the best dressed guest.
Nice.
In the world, not...
Wait, what you mean in the world?
The world was there. Everybody was invited there. Kim Swati was there with his entourage. President, head of states were there, but of all them, including the Boities. I saw her outfit. I saw a lot of people were wearing God knows what.
Yeah.
But Her Majesty the Queen
guys.
was...
Shout out.
That's where the drum roll comes in.
Yeah.
So she was the best dressed guest. Ne?
Yeah.
But here's where we're driving to.
Yeah.
Who dressed her?
Sure,
On Twitter, people were saying, this looks like Ralph Lauren, this looks like let's hold it a bit.
Yeah.
That's where we were proudly saying, we're like, hold your horses. So she was dressed by the lady called Karabelo. Normally it's about like KB. Karabelo Raletebele is the one who dressed Her Majesty.
Is she working local? Does she live
200% born and bred. Even nice. KB.
Oh, okay. So, what does that even have?
Hey, you know, we always.
It's a common blind.
So, shout out to that lady, man, for dressing.
Shout out.
Her Majesty the Queen and being the best.
Yeah.
Which shows
we should follow her.
We should, man. Actually, we should have her on the show.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right?
KB, we want to be dressed by you, girl. We want to be the best dressed.
Now, it's a wondered.
I'm sure she does. She's creative, man.
Yeah, well,
she's an artist.
She'll figure it out.
So, Karabelo Raletebele, man, did a phenomenal job. And that, for me, remember BBC was covering that.
Sure.
CNN was covering that.
Movement
from
turning point
and the fact that remember batho they used to rugela Likuena, you know, like, but thinking on the royalty level and hitting the pinnacle of
we nepi.
And then I was like, wow, this girl, we need to
student limkos. What I'm trying to say is,
we need to give shout out to Linkos, you know, man.
Let's.
But Linkos is a good university, man. It's a very good university. There's okay, I feel but anyway, yeah, it was.
What? It was all of a sudden, King. What's along?
Only green scanning a flash, the green sending a series. Ordinary dog trading, just switching off a laptop. You know what I mean? Okay, that's what we used to joke about.
They got allowancing at off it.
That's where everything started. We were like, Mafikizolo.
And then we've been here. 800, I think we now from 1.6.
And then we 8 clip. 8 clip. Mind you, we can't go to just here. There's this one, Botswana to University. Shout out.
John.
Last year, never in the strike.
Okay.
You know, and then let me give you a quick recap.
Sure.
But we are done with Karabelo Raletebele. Shout out, girl. We salute you. We need you on the show. Always an organic school guy. Whether organic whatever. Big up. So, Roman normally, when we were fighting, our memo would include late allowances, book allowance, you know, and Linkosi would have their own strike. But okay, maybe equipment there is about television and radio and broadcast, something like that. They would put their demands. Babu to university I only learned memoir one of include Mongona shop right to generate lasting I'm like, wow, you guys are demands are valid. Let's move on to the next item.
Let me tell you what I want us to talk about. I can see when there was a sweater Likuena. Did you see it?
Yes. Lady keeper tadi. Likuena is in the national football team. Yeah.
Sure.
Likuena, it's the football. Yarona, our national team, senior national team. Just so we're clear.
With pride.
Likuena.
So it's a sweater. I wish we had the picture. It's a sweater.
I do have it somewhere.
It's
a sweater. We can pop it up on your screens.
Yeah.
But I saw it. It's a sweater and the t-shirts.
Okay, maybe I saw the sweater. So maybe if I see the t-shirt,
I'll show you.
Okay,
I'll show you. Yeah.
I saw a sweater in a flag. Yeah. Is what's the context then between who to write the one sweater? So is it just for them to to missing and then
okay. You'll keep scrolling. Normally
I see the t-shirt.
You'll scroll one way or the other. If you find a nude, please skip it. That sweater,
guys.
Look, you're not even impressed. You should see the look on your face, man. You should see the look on your face. It was mediocre, according to me. Let's not massage mediocrity. Ne? Look at you, man. It's like Ushabile report how he can do better. That's it, man. My issue with them was, when are we ever gonna let creative minds run our identity?
Sure.
When are we ever gonna let
they tend there?
I was so shocked to Wanori. So this is what we are going to wear. Oh, somebody just took a flag. I never sweatering in a sincerity, and then decided, okay, no man. We know how they are done.
Oh,
you don't know how it's done. You just transfer with the iron and then try and then you know what I mean. So I saw them and I was like, no man. And we are letting mediocre take over. That's one thing which is very concerning. This whole thing. Why are we letting mediocre?
Guys, I think we're not taking this team seriously. Let me say this, Likuena.
At all.
Performance-wise, they've always been Timo Wanangore. Timmy eating. But we're just maybe not getting the wins or not getting the goals. But Honachi in the last year, this year, they've definitely done a very great job.
Last year we went to the finals.
Come on.
We went to the finals and I still feel we were robbed. Remember, even the goalkeeper of the stop watching porn. The goalkeeper of the tournament went to us. He got the most outstanding keeper in the entire tournament. We played, so we made it all the way to the finals. Never. We used to see them on TV and on
but
newspapers,
the seriousness of the love that has to come from administration, maybe by instill into us. Haiba sharp here, stadium, there's nothing we can do about it, but let's go. Trips, support. People haba shebo Likuena yaba pala. Babone hore Likuena is trending. Because we're talking about this thing. What do they have around? Are we still fearful? The day before and now it's this sweater.
Did you see the game that was played in Joburg, the one that we won? There was a bus which was going to Joburg. Orlando.
Okay.
Orlando Stadium.
Orlando
Stadium. No, in Orlando Stadium.
Okay.
The bus, the game was starting around 3 or 4 p.m. in the afternoon. PM and afternoon, emphasis there.
Sure. Okay.
So, can you believe how I feel to the South African side? The fans who were ready to go contributed their monies. The bus had no petrol.
Where are you getting
I'm
this
telling
information?
you the truth. I'm gonna give you. I'm here now. This is the new show, new segment.
Wait, this is organized Zugima.
I'm not sure. Let me play it safe.
But
allegedly, it was organized by our
Lefa. Okay,
or
allegedly.
in assistance.
Okay,
So
okay, I get you.
basically, the whole bus carrying soccer fanatics, people who are rallying behind national team.
It's a
high time now start there is a halmahotman.
There's no way,
it's 12 midday. For you to move from Maseru Bridge to Orlando, you need a good 6 hours. Mind you, you're gonna get stuck by the time you can.
Guys, there's no way this story is true, Shawan. There's no way.
Check your facts.
So, they had
to contribute their own Gutsalabisi. Past 12, they were still there. I was in communication with them. Past 12, 1 p.m.
Guys, it's a
Orlando Stadium. Check your facts. I'm telling you, man.
No.
I'm a soccer fan, like through and through, man.
And I think.
So what does that tell you?
You know what I mean? Even if it's not, we'll get our facts right.
It is.
Someone will write down in the comments who was organizing this thing.
Help him out, guys. Because I have facts. But I was talking to people. We are still. I thought the issue was with the passports or whatever. The issue was petroleum base.
My thing is, even if maybe it's not the Lefa's fault,
let's say
right?
It's the supporters. Whatever. But the logistics, the owner of the bus.
First of all, logistics. Secondly, this is a national thing.
Facts are there. Thank you. Somebody. Well, you see, I do my research. I do my thorough research. I don't just come sit here and speak like I'm an artist. So your first album, my petrol. There's a petrol issue. When you are reading a refurbished story, now I'm giving you a draw. Wow, permit remember organize 24 hours before.
Like a WhatsApp call I gotta get to this.
They were stuck up petrol.
But the my thing is we're not taking it seriously. We're not taking this team seriously.
And we are expecting them to give us the best results. With
now
what?
We're not taking this team seriously.
With
guys.
what?
Now something has to change.
So the sweaters, when I saw them, Lena, I was like,
Hi, it's
remember we used to get dressed by Basutuland Inc. Which was even today we still have their regalia, which is spot on 10 years later.
It's also the best actually in terms of design effort.
Instead of renewing contract, which I don't know the nitty-gritties of what went down, but not from a supporter's point of view and a patriotic person, I was expecting they would do anything to secure these boys with that, because one, their quality was 100%.
Perfect.
Their design was you'd wear it anyway. But we ended up giving it to Ambro. Ambro came
and when you think about it, like we're saying, we don't know
but you have to fight.
Exactly.
You have to fight.
I think things could have been better.
With before was I can't remember at the time. So
this nigga is 45. She's got so, but anyway, I have the issue of the bridge. Did you see the bridge that they're building in Mkhotlo?
Oh,
I just saw it today. I saw it last night.
World class.
Because there's government of Lesotho.
The government.
Mine thing. The mine. Okay, this is the location.
Mkhotlo.
Right?
I'll give it to you just now.
Comment down in the comments whether that bridge or
but the bridge, the bridge is it's the government, but I remember the government holds
mine.
But I know government holds is it 17% or 20%?
Oh, your contribution.
Yes, okay. But the bridge, I was like, wow.
So look, access for the mine.
For whatever will be I get it, they are busy constructing a lot of things.
Oh, the new location.
Tepa everything. Also, remember, whenever you are going to mine in the certain area, we need to benefit as the community. So that bridge, even if the mine closes down in 10, 20, 50 years, the bridge will still be there. And even form of movement of anything, even business people around that side, they will now be able to they can easily move in and out of
it's a very big contributor to community finger by finger.
Exactly. Without Tsela, the rest of the things are just stagnant. Like imagine having to carry a coffin over your shoulder, and there has to be like 6 guys. It's so heartbreaking. But having a bridge now, it's a movement over easier. And shout out to them, man. When people are doing good, we have to make the same noise. We have to make the same noise.
Yeah, no matter now who's
in charge.
I want to know who's paying for that bridge, but nonetheless, like the Chinese aid it revamped Spitless Queen 2.
It's a parliament.
You understand? It's a controversial how close but
the consumer
we have
has to win.
You understand? We have a new parliament. We have a new hospital. Why hospital says district? The Queen.
I think they're facing it out because she didn't contribute this time. If you get what I mean.
Wait.
Who did you say subsidized that hospital? Imagine you are getting it now.
Shit.
You are getting it to ring. We cannot have Allegro funding this and give a shout to Tizozu. It doesn't make sense.
But I think it's a China versus
America and other European.
Well, maybe not versus, but clear China was like, no.
If
like I'm like that Chairman Mao,
Chairman
Mao hospital,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So it was a strategic move for the Chinese to say we are facing this one out with a smile. If you had 200 beds, I'm giving you 1,000 beds. You can't say no to that.
No, you can't.
But the only catch is the name.
Do you think it was announced, Bill? No,
it was that we were told there's going to be an upgrade of Queen 2, Queen Mama. I think that's Queen Elizabeth, yes. But Queen Elizabeth, we were not given the full facts.
Yeah.
This is the financial muscle and this is the catch. Remember, it cost a lot of chaos. Because people, it moved from 12 million, it went to 15 million.
What a scary thing for me. And then they put that thing down. I was like, wow.
Guys.
What else do you have?
Oh yes, man. I would like us to talk about, let's go back to sports one last time.
Sharp.
Let's go back to sporting one last time. There's a game of chess, which every primary school, if I were the Minister of Education, I would insist chess.
Sure. Sure, I get you.
Because
I get you, and I know why.
That's one of the best sports. Yeah. But they are underrated or I
think
financed.
It's a great brain trainer.
And you need to teach your kids to think at that level. So we have there's a chess tournament that's going on. It's ending today. It's being hosted in city of Ekurhuleni in Joburg. For teams that were participating or countries that were participating, because it's an African championship. So the closing date was the 20th of May. Which means any team that wanted to participate or partake, they had to submit everything before the 20th of May. Guess what?
Tell me.
We have what we call Chess Federation of Lesotho. I name and shame because it's a fact. Chess Federation of Lesotho. Banze ba pusha the narrative ya go muso ha o tate.
Sure.
Because they only started selecting and doing things last minute, such that they submitted list on the 22nd of May, 2 days after closing date. Okay. On top of that, they were like, no, but we're gonna pay the penalty. Like, it's normal. Hey, so
Hey,
so
nah, guess thing.
Hey.
Kenya.
Ogila wana when baba outle mokgotsi wa ka mpama e be gote come and apologize. Sorry, man. So that's not an apology. So they deliberately delayed everything, hoping but for the grace period and pay a penalty. That money, if I say to pay the penalty, couldn't they give it to the kids?
I think it was poor organizing in that part.
So we were denied to go and participate because on something we knew years ago. And there's going to be this chess tournament from the 15th of June to the 23rd.
I think they may have an excuse, guys. I don't know what's happening.
Same thing as Likuena.
There's no excuse.
You know, and imagine the dream yabanabano.
Because it involve a bar.
It's that dream.
And they look forward to it. When you're in a sporting thing, you look forward to a competition.
It's like school trip.
Sure.
You look forward to it weeks before. You compete, you win with the aim of going to compete with African peers.
Yeah.
You compete, you beat everyone around. The next thing,
and
then
that's where it's in our part. Musa supported
that new status. So shame on them, man.
Maybe
this is where we always get everything wrong. We make excuses for mediocrity and maladministration. How we say deadline in 20, we're not submitted in 22. You deserve to be you need to be removed. You don't deserve. Even sometimes I
because it's about where we are. We're not on a personal relationship. We're on a work relationship. So you need to make sure that everything work related. Yeah, it's
on time. That's why spanning as a it sounds rude, but it's a fact. Spanning as a for the third time, spanning as a emphasis. Do you know why?
Why is it
we pay you to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
So don't come and bring traffic excited. Traffic has been there for the past 50 years. You had to plan. That's why I prefer implementation of the 5 Ps. Proper preparations prevent poor performance. Prepare on time.
I know different 5 Ps.
5 Ps. No. I'm talking about the Ps for proper preparations that prevent poor performance. The other Ps.
I'm talking about the marketing Ps now.
When I'm with you, anything goes, man. I think we should call this segment "Anything Goes," because he's here. You never know. The Ps. Pulin. Paulina.
Patricia.
So this is anything goes. You can't trust that. But
okay, no. Going back to the chess tournament, guys.
Please, man.
I can say
Chess Federation of Lesotho, shame on you.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying it. I'm the first one to say it. It's high time we stop advocating for mediocre.
Yeah. I think we need to face no matter what the reason is.
We were given time. 20. When I connect application,
Also imagine how many sporting codes go through that. We know about the Chess Federation and then chess is sport.
It is.
By the way.
It is. But they were going to compete, that's why it's a sport. You can't. It's a sport.
Oscar mix and train interesting chess.
I don't think there is nothing.
But open drama no.
Miss Mama. Quad lifting also.
That is okay. Well, let's try this one. Wait, so we discussed it briefly, but I want you to.
Okay, let me. Now
to champion
I'm here. I'm shameless. I'm fearless. Mr. Fear for
sponsor.
Mr. Fear for yeah. No, my real people will sponsor me. Realists will sponsor me. Shout out, man, to real sponsors. Listen, man, hey, it doesn't align with our
values and our
That's it. Anyway,
rest in peace to the well-known entrepreneur, Frank.
Yeah, Frank de Freitas. That's the full name.
Sure.
Alfonso like next door.
No.
How about who? You'd rather be respected broke than being rich and disrespected.
No, Gilles. No.
Levels. You know. Anyway. Listen,
I was saying rest in peace to
Mr. Frank de Freitas.
Yeah,
but he was known as Frank.
But
nobody has seen him.
Someone used to say, wait, but who was Frank? Some people think Paulo is Frank, right?
Hey,
that was
and
weird.
They don't know he's the son, man.
Honestly, before we get into what we were trying to get into, I just want to say, in the liquor industry, of sales, like champion.
Popularized it before it was popular.
And in a brand name, Frank. So we don't direct up, Frank. Stop by
you are an establishment now. You are a household. The liquor industry.
Let me give you a story, guys, about this man.
We are talking about
Frank. That
doesn't sound good, man. That doesn't sound good.
Real name Bokang Mohale, brother of mine, Bokang.
My grandma used to roll up and call me Bokang. Bokang, man. I'm there like,
guys.
I think when I roll, I'm like, I'm going to diploma, so that papa. You know, I'm confused. How to agree? And then I'm there like, anyway, could deal with your story. But come here.
So I'm just thinking if no, here's my story. I know the story. Form A, Bokang Mohale, my sister, so I know the story.
Who's the sister?
Mansad.
Oh, the yellow bull. Oh, yes. she was beautiful. Oh.
Cool. Let's stop right there, and then let's continue. Now, teacher, and then she was telling you that she pinches. She pinches. Now the accent. I pinch. I pinch. And then his naughty ass was like, "Madam, you pinch." It's like, yes, I pinch. So he was given the name Squinch. Squinch was a good name. I think you were in Form D, Form 1.
Yeah,
I want to say E, Form 1. It has nothing to do with your age.
Man said he told me the story.
Of course. So, Sharpo, Squinchy, Muchi.
It became a household name.
Yeah.
And I had to fight it away, like.
How I feel that, because now Ulaya we met again. That's when we started working together. Dope FM, DJing together.
Did I fire you? I became the station manager. Did I fire you? Or you left?
You were definitely.
Or you ran away.
You were definitely not a station manager.
Or you ran away. Because I changed the game. It was a jukebox. Everyone was playing house music there. Detail, Masakwana, who grew up in Lower Tamai. And then it would be Garrison, Jesse Jeff, who's now working at 357 FM.
Oh.
Every Friday and Saturday night, 357 FM. There was a pizza DJ Marvel because Mona, there's wider audience. Like, I see busy Jesse Jeff, you're like, we know Jesse Jeff.
Gamotse
So you had to sacha the name. That was you. There was Tizozo.
I don't think BK was station manager, guys. I don't think so.
I know who else was there. There was Skizo as well. People don't know Skizo used to be, but Tizozo was whack behind the microphone.
Oh, I
used to hate him. Like, dog. Onari, let me give you. He used to say Tizozo. He had this thing, and I told him face to face. Oh, you remember? That's how he used to speak. You remember? I was like, Jesus, what am I married? No. I was like, this is not how you speak on radio. And this is the first time somebody's telling the truth. And he knows it's me. He's my boy. I used to hate him. I remember one day. He was like, no, we're going back there. We're going back there. Wait, he was like that. And then
Tizozo Unabua Rally.
The
best show.
He had the best show because yes, but if we are talking longevity of radio, he was good. I'm not saying he was good. He's like you. Likuena, you were there. But and then there was Skizo. Skizo is my boy, and I'm making it chief. Now he's a Zulu. Siyabonga. Sibonga Ntoni sana. Sibonga. So that was Skizo as well. Back to the story.
Also, did you even know Siyabonga? No,
do you know what did I get to know about it? I got to know about it, I think a year or two ago.
Exactly how finyana.
I was like, dog, I've been Skizo Nale. Damn
it.
And then I was there. No, we going back to the stories I have. So what I'm saying is, whenever we used to work together, I'm like, I think I fired you. Or you ran. But something else.
No, there's no way.
I walked in, I was like, this radio is going to have content.
If I remember, my memory sucks, but I think
it does.
There was a time.
There was a time. Married. Oh, there was oh, you're the wife. Oh, good to see you.
There was a time I got clear. The show when I was repeating the fourth thing,
because you hibernated, you know.
Hey.
You.
I know there was.
It's like.
Hey, you were like, discontinue. Hey, you know, if I don't do it, it's over.
But you guys,
I think I cut it 2 years before the end of my time, man. Hey,
and somebody, funny thing, we were talking about you yesterday. They were talking about your sinuses in class.
My asthma.
Your asthma. Sorry. Ooh. Just yesterday, I'm there like, you still.
Who the hell was that?
But I remember you forgot your
inhaler.
Yeah. Tabazeka.
Oh, gigging.
And remember, the higher you go.
Yeah. No, I remember high school. I was horrible.
It was. Who's this guy?
Hanky.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
And then Mohali. By the time we go there, like, hey, this guy is gonna die on us. Anyway, back to the real story.
So I'm like trying to recall it.
But the guy has Skizo on radio.
I know on radio.
Okay. By trying to speak faster.
Wow.
So he was one of my people.
After 15 damn years.
No. I'm just saying people should know. You guys used to work on radio and they don't know that. So you guys, and the lineup was rich.
Yeah, it was
such that I knew there was Detail, who's now making Mahalisuk.
Yeah.
There was Garrison, there was Allegro, there was Tizos. Imagine that lineup on radio. That was our YFM. Yeah, because after we left, then
where are we even?
We were
Squinch.
Man.
He's telling you we're working together. Yeah, we're good. Tizozo tells me.
Tizo. Come on.
Gives me the name, Yamutina. It's from the name Quench. he was called Squinch. Squinch.
that
That's a
name.
Squinch. That's a Squinch. 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 Banana.
I hate that.
What a Squinch.
I used to hate that name. Because he thought Squinch had everything to do with Quinch. It was Squinch, not Quinch.
So I call this gentleman here. Now that
One of the names you got
coming to where I was here.
Stopos. Oh, oh, come on. I hope you're going to edit this shit out. Anyway, back to Frank. Please edit that out. Anyway, Frank De Vries is one of the entrepreneurs.
In Maseru.
In Maseru, the capital city of Lesotho.
My thing is if you're in an industry, you must always try as much as you can to own that industry in terms of name. So it's a household name, industry, and I think Frank did that.
Yeah, he did it so well.
And the kids came through the
and remember, he did it without social media.
Sure.
He did it without radio ads.
That's
no
clever.
television ads, no newspaper cover.
So to him directly, may his soul rest.
May his soul rest in peace, man. So there's a story behind that, which is emerging, or it emerged after he passed on.
Rumor,
yes. But some people were like, I was working there. Ex-employees, some Mr. Frank De Vries, they're coming out in numbers saying there was ill treatment behind the scenes. Ill treatment such that they were made to wash toilets. It's alelapa, not the toilets are staff. Now you are going beyond your scope of work. Also, you know, and they disliked it.
Wahana na.
Flasher. You had to decide. So they were even physically kicked in the butt. The other lady and the other guy. They want that, is it the wife or one of the daughters? I'm not sure about that. I can't remember. She used to kick them in the butt, like, hey, move. Also, it's a stock count. Like every business, there's what you call stock count. At least some do it weekly, some do it fortnightly, some do it monthly. Mole lo bala bottle by a bottle. Wabona re. Khena le Allegro 6. Khena le metro So they were
enjoying this episode.
Allegedly, this is all alleged. So these are allegations. Yeah. So they alleged that they were also locked in the cold room. It's a stock count. Remember, cold room, we're talking less than 10 degrees Celsius because the liquor is to be on lower temperature. So they were locked in the cold room.
Yes.
As you count bottle by bottle, imagine how long are you going to spend behind the scenes. So the stories coming out there was issues of serious ill treatment by the upper part, people who are holding the place. But they are alleging that.
I'm thinking about it in the kicking in the butt thing. Because kana kong inalo ele humor.
Yeah.
But the question is, did I sign up for that? You understand?
Exactly.
Like,
and it's even physical.
Sure.
Like,
if you
so that's an issue, but we'll keep following it up. And one day there's a lady, she can come to the show and narrate the story herself, because sometimes it's better if left. Yeah, you know. Yeah. But it's another story that's emerging. But now I always say the reason why we picked this story is because it's very rife in this country. If we can tell the truth, go to any Chinese factory in this country. Talk to employees there. Utathola even worse cases than this one's Frank.
I heard that.
There's sex for jobs.
Come on, machining.
Yeah.
So women have to...
China. It's Musutu to Musutu supervisors.
Oh, okay.
There's
women have to have sex with Chinese men to get jobs.
I wouldn't know, but you can't say no. It's not happening.
That would have given us numbers.
You bring here and I bring here. You know what I mean? So you bring that thing, I give you the Maserati. Too much nice eating.
Come on.
So I'm trying to say, there's a lady last week who collapsed. Okay. She fainted after she was fired on the job for missing a stitch. Apparently, but she was explaining what happened. But a fellow Mosotho who's a supervisor, mind you, so if you miss a day, it means if you call 1.5, it goes down, it keeps going down. She fainted this week. She fainted. So in this story, it's a tip of an iceberg
of things that are happening
in this country. So we need to alert people who are in charge, like the ministry. Hey, please, there's serious issues. There's sex for jobs, which is fully confirmed. Sex for jobs can be
also abuse.
Abuse.
Guys,
even physical.
Physically, emotional.
Yes.
I think there needs to be like a lesson, awareness that first of all, to identify what part of it is the abuse, and then be open to report it. Now we make aware of guys how now the situation just anonymously report this to us
and protect the whistleblower. Sure. Because if we can protect the whistleblower, stories will come out. The worst part of I anonymously report you. When now profit to the bosses, you're like, I'm the one who's selling you out now. So the next person who's trying to tell the truth, you know what I mean?
Try like a supervisor, immediate supervisor,
and the boss is
sure. So and say, hi. Okay, when now you're whole MD, let's say MD calls in your supervisor, MD. Sometimes that's a little who boo like your mom, but this ain't because the baby of seeing
and can you believe there's some firms living this one where this lady collapsed? The unions are not allowed. This thing is deep.
It's deep.
Workers' unions are not allowed there.
It's deep.
But we're not shaming anybody right now. We're just letting the authority ring. Some firms. Unions are not allowed. Because that lady, why can't you go to the union? Which union?
But what is this thing I want to call it? Let's call it out, Lewan. What is this thing I want to do? As soon as they get into a position, they do it. In a Yahoo, sex for jobs. Like I think that's the most disgusting thing. I'm imagining how guy personalized, like me, my wife, hi.
Note that my wife.
Me, my wife, we were trying to make ends meet. And then my wife felt like my what?
My wife's some job.
And well, even if it's not even in my situation, in a situation like that,
which is happening, guys, this is happening. We are not making this stories up. Yeah,
a girl shabu single shabu. But the trauma, I feel like that in itself is real, because you are forced by situation to have sex with this person. So I forced the
and the saddest part is we are using people's misery to benefit our personal greediness. You know.
Holy milk. The holy milk was the sperm.
Oh,
They had to suck his penis.
yuck, yeah. Okay. The following program is not suitable for persons under the age of 21. Because Allegro is in the building, anything goes. But people are being
and
used.
because
abused.
holy milk, there was doom. There was
Snakes.
grass. There was snakes.
Now there's a pastor who used to be my friend. He used to be an usher while I was a youth. No. Mutimbo also filled the gap.
Okay.
Now he has his own Tonolovala, if you know what I mean. And you don't know him, man. He was selling rocks last week.
Oh, literally.
Yeah, he was selling rocks. I'm not saying much, but he was selling rocks. So I with that rock. People started buying rocks in this country.
How the damn rock? I would
mind you, as going back to the issue of employee abuse.
Sure, the important issue.
I still feel like we don't have enough laws to protect the worker. Even our domestic workers in this country, born as married men. My wife. This guy, who's the head of the family, they go back home and demand sex from this girl.
Mutirana utswakalele lapa. Uisa bana ha sekolong. Usia mosadi Spani. Mutina wa gutla.
Ene kana kwengwe ufumana hore this lady cannot report to me because me o tlotla re lo ena ntho tsena tso di apara. You are blaming the victim. Lo ena ntho tsena tso o apara madi go utisang, o apara meseng go shebile ka dituku, you know. That is abuse emotionally. So if o abuse you ke authority o tla llela kae? If you are being abused by someone who's supposed to protect you, then so we see all the workers, we just appeal to the authority to let's enact more laws which will protect basebezi.
Here's a scenario though. Say we got systems in place. Jwale ke reporter ke mea tusangala peng. Hai that you know really umpolaisa sharp they come into play. After that,
that's the sad part of it. So you have to decide either you crawl for others to run,
sure,
or you become part of the system, part of the corruption. You either crawl,
I don't
take
think
the
people
shots,
are ready to
take
crawl.
the shots and save the next girl. Or also the domestic workers. There's this other case whenever this girl has a chance anyway. I was so heartbroken.
That's horrible.
So if you are eating my food, I provide electricity, water, and everything. I'll pay you next month. This month we're blind. That's abuse. So it's broad. We'll talk about it. And there's another story. They are not agreeing, man. It's two people that are telling you a story, different things. Anyway, let's go on.
Sign
You decide. But do you know sign language? Sign language we are still learning. Remember what happened to Mandela? The interpreter. And also there's another one. Like how the interpreter.
Yeah.
Kilifu, I was attending a funeral Saturday, which is not so long ago. So so I'm telling you, it's not the truth. So this guy is a friend of mine. We went to high school with him.
Sure. I told you,
Anyway, let's continue. back to the story that we're supposed to.
Tell me what you heard about monkeypox.
Okay, guys, this is another thing.
Told you something bad. Give me
Ask people who've done sign language how we can mona kilima.
What? Why Lima?
So he apologize to me. Apologize to me. No, but he needs to apologize to me. He needs to apologize to me. Yeah, I'm gonna kill him. Yeah, I'm gonna kill him. Anyway, it's sign language. Very important.
I'll get a video. Post it there.
Trust me, man. We gotta put it out someday. So there's monkeypox, which is another serious case which is currently going on. We have to warn people who travel a lot to SA, mainly SA.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, there's monkeypox now. You used to know about chicken pox, but mainly monkeypox.
And I think being
but it subsided.
Yeah.
Now it's back, and there's like 7 cases in KwaZulu Natal. There's like 1 case in the Western Cape, and then there's like 5 cases in Gauteng province. And the guy, Eba discovered he has monkeypox. Unfortunately, it gets transmitted through skin to skin, despite which part of the skin.
Chicken pox is the same, right? Contact different.
So this guy, but mainly it gets easily transmitted or men who sleep with other men. So there's this guy, the first guy ever discovered in KCI 3 weeks ago. Yeah, unfortunately, as he was interviewed by Baragwana, he slept with several guys and several women.
Okay.
So we move from 1 case, now there's roughly about 13 cases.
Okay.
And those that have been reported. So the first guy, 2 to 3 weeks ago, the fact that he slept with several guys and several girls, now it means Ola is spread. So monkeypox is on the rise. We need to warn our people.
I don't understand why we're relating this thing with sex.
It's because it's the main.
It can't be the main.
It is. Okay, I can confirm.
How tits are.
But letting who tits are how there has to be mongobo. It's not like how tits fell automatically. It's there. I see Ebola.
Guys, is it a fact?
It's a fact. We'll see it on the comment section. It's
chicken pox.
I don't think good is because sharing a room because high school. I'm not sure if it's but we were sharing a dormitory. So
I remember we also had an outbreak in our class.
There was an outbreak.
So
but Yena has been confirmed mainly through men who sleep with other men. It's there. It's out there. We are not making this up. Check Ali.
I think that's an unnecessary thing to point out. But it's the
warning that's been put out by I'm telling you.
Guys, I need to research. Come through, man.
Come through. I'm not saying it's the only way, but there's more cases that are reported.
Yeah.
For men who slept with other men and women as well. So Lesotho, luckily, our district administrator this week said he allayed our fears and said, guys, no, we don't have any reported cases. So
deja vu train. That's how it came in.
It starts like that.
Relax.
And then we found out. So normally I would encourage people to practice safe sex.
Okay,
practice
thank you
caution,
very much.
Because COVID, the similar thing happened. We were one of the last countries to have a case. Yeah. And we had soldiers back with Madiwo, but somehow
It's okay.
COVID. So let's not wait until Piri is you know.
And
Because it's a serious thing. This thing.
It is. I don't even think monkeypox could take us to a lockdown. God forbid a lockdown.
You don't want lockdown again.
Yeah.
How did it affect you, man?
Dude. But
at least usually now.
What I think, like a Friday now was for couple like now what's in my granny. Guys. Because I thought, you know what, can I leave now? And I was already actually traveling, got them or more. So I was like, I don't know about feeling now. I thought I should share them with you guys. Hey, bunch up. And then I think a week or two, but like now la bashap. Let's hoop. I don't know if I had to be embarrassed. The whole process was already embarrassing. No thing I could do.
No, I'm not a DJ, so I didn't go for that.
Wow.
I was like,
just to digress
in
a little bit.
Okay, payment quotation dina wale.
No, it wasn't that situation. We and I get know
Ongana was a guy for 1 hour.
DJ Davet, aka Nkobonyan.
Yeah, he needs to come through, man.
He's the one who was like chairman of the
DJs
Association at that time.
Yeah.
So we had an argument in the group. I don't think it's a bad thing to put it out there.
Nothing new.
Yeah, we had in terms of arguments in a group. So it was we didn't like the idea of being given food parcels. We were of the idea, guys, bulang chele. That's what we
That's
were
all you're asking.
Give us the limitation, not more than mamangs, that thing.
But let's work.
You're for ourselves. The food parcel already back. Then there was arguments that guys because we lost a DJ I hope someone in the comments ultimately because there was the sugar, the BTC and down. Very sad situation. So the argument was not really for because of that case. It's sensitive and
we just lost a soldier.
So we're like, you understand? So we're like, let's go. Food parcel king how true the maboksa di rooibos, the canning and the cooking oil.
Like
the silence in the area. The silence.
It was too loud.
DJ George, as blind as he is,
spiritually was like, you didn't want to. Because everybody had a preconceived thought. Okay, there's gonna be bacon. There's gonna be this.
Bro,
eggs.
Until the little jaw drop, I'm telling you, everyone was like, what?
For real.
They were like,
we can't believe this is it.
Wow. But
do you know what was my argument at the time? My argument was, platform to sell because somebody bought them. It wasn't a donation. Somebody paid for them, and we know who. If Mutwagi Giadinawa was given a market, why couldn't the DJs be given a market to play and restrict arrangement? It's not more than 50 people. They should be masked on. They should.
Shout out to Alliance. Alliance did that for us. Any DJs and artists, shout out to Alliance. They did that. And we got paid for the first time in ages after Shokyo, the segment before because also they're moving. They say it so openly. Put the building on lockdown. Lockdown.
But I foresee that in welcome to the Allegro Africa podcast. You're like, that's a nyofu. What's that? You gotta have a name for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our segment. The next time we're doing this, you guys should have suggested what you want this thing to be called. I think we should call it Chats with Mutweretwe. But you know what I mean. Think about it. We're not going to give you pressure. You know my page, DJ Allegro Africa.
I'm inviting my people. Let's flock the comment section with a proper name. Anything goes. Anything goes. Hashtag anything goes. Hashtag anything goes. Hashtag anything goes.
Mutweretwe is the one. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. I gave you this idea.
So much. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me. Because I'm used to people asking me, how do I do this? And then I'm like, it's one of those, you know. But now I was expecting, damn it, bruh, let's do this. You're like, guess what?
As soon as I saw, like, I like saying, I was scrolling and then I saw your post. I don't know what I saw, how. And then I was like, hey, Mutweretwe. I can do this thing that I have in my mind.
But what I can say is, thanks for having me, man. Thanks to the call that I got from you. Apparently, you have a manager.
It's not apparent.
This guy, you change managers like you change your.
This is my first manager. Come on.
Oh, shout out Pinkster. I don't know.
Pinkster, manager Agro DJs, and shout out to you, Pinkster.
Why you not? Was he not managing you?
We did for the first.
So she must learn. You don't last with your managers, eh? Anyway, shout out to your manager for calling me.
Don't let them.
Who's them? Are we them now? Anyway, shout out to your manager, man. She got in touch with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah. What you know? What I gave her as a brief when we started working together. I was like, first of all, people are gonna be mad at us now. The fact that you're the manager Allegro.
It's over.
At least
you need a handler. I'll tell you what they call it on the side.
Okay, cool.
And also, anyway, you know, we have PhDs, but not the academic one, but pull him down.
Mare, shout out to you as well, because I think also it made sense when you have been telling me, you're doing a great job, take this direction. So shout out to Mutweretwe.
Come on, Mr Beekay to the Y, man.
If you search Mutweretwe on Facebook, Mr Beekay, Mr Beekay, right?
Facebook, because I have a son now.
Yeah,
so I was like,
how long?
He started calling me BK.
Even
and I was like,
I wish your son is watching this episode.
He's here, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
And I don't think he knows I'm his father. I think he thinks his schemes are high.
Oh.
Let me tell you why. He used to call me BK. I'm like, So then I had to, that's how I changed my name from Bogam became Mahalo to Ntate Mahalo. By the time I search Facebook, because for him, I'm his best buddy too. We were talking this morning. I'm telling him something like, okay, this is how he's done. And he said, you are lying.
Yeah, man.
You're lying, Daddy. I'm like, Daddy, and it's not Daddy. It's like, where now?
It's
a name. It's a name. So yeah, man. I decided. So Facebook, Ntate Mohali. Twitter, where I'm where I'm seriously active, it's at Mr Beekay, Mr Beekay. Instagram, Dabekay, Dabekay.
Got it.
Death certificate. I'll get back to you. How your night tomorrow.
Mona on the podcast, you know what to call him. And ladies and gentlemen, from me, DJ Allegro, peace.